Namaste. Good morning, my dear friends. Welcome to day 2 of our breath by breath, learning Anapanasati meditation step by step. So I hope people who have joined yesterday were able to practice the equal breathing for 10 more minutes as I suggested yesterday morning. And you also were able to correct your breathing. The one other exercise I forgot to give yesterday was check if any of your family members or friends are also breathing right, which is very important, right? Then you will also learn a lot. So I hope my audio is clear, right? Yes? Wonderful. All right, so I know quite a few people might be joining new today. So can you type in people who are joining new, who couldn't join yesterday but are joining new and have not been part of the program earlier? Can you just type yes on the chat window so that I know there are people new? Oh, okay. Quite a few yeses. Okay, so we'll just quickly recap a few of the points. So again, day 1 we covered in depth about why the breath and why right breathing is essential for a better health, right? And then what is the right breathing? People who have joined yesterday, can you just mention what is right breathing? Is breathing through the mouth right or breathing through the nose right? Okay, nose, yes. The right breathing, not mouth. I don't know, someone said mouth. Breathing through the nose is the right breathing. Breathing through the mouth is not right. And yes, belly breathing, abdominal breathing is what we covered yesterday. So what is abdominal breathing? Abdominal breathing is basically when you breathe in, your lungs get filled with the air, right? And then it's coming out. Your lungs get filled with air and your diaphragm pushes. When your lungs get filled with air, your diaphragm pushes and your stomach comes out. So that is belly breathing. Belly breathing means you're breathing till your belly. It's not breathing through your belly. So you're breathing till your belly pushes out. So that is what is deep breathing. Your lungs capacity is completely used. And so you're breathing right, like you see in this picture. So in this picture, as you inhale, your chest expands up, out and down, right? As you expand your chest, and then this pushes the stomach, and then your stomach comes out. And as you exhale, your lungs contract. So there is a lot of space in between your stomach and your lungs. The diaphragm moves up, and so your belly goes in. So the right way of breathing is, as you breathe in, automatically your belly should come out. As you breathe out, your belly should go in. You don't need to do that consciously, right? So that is the right way of breathing. As you continue to breathe right, as you continue to practice exercises on this session, you will automatically get your breathing pattern right. That's what is conscious breathing. All right, and then yesterday we saw a little bit on the right posture for meditation, right? And I'm sorry, before that, incorrect breathing gives you, number one, a lot of stress. Incorrect breathing doesn't control emotions. Incorrect breathing is shallow breathing when our emotions are not right. So we breathe in very shallow, very fast. The more you breathe fast, you breathe in shallow, right? And then you're not able to, not using your capacity of your lungs fully. So the right breathing is long, deep breathing. And as we continue to practice, we will get into that mode, the awareness of breathing. The other thing that we saw yesterday was the count, the optimum count of breathing. And can anyone tell what was the optimum number that I mentioned? Again, that is the ideal coherent uh, number. Not everyone should be getting it. Yes, 5 to 6, correct. 5.5 is the 5.5 breaths per minute is what according to scientific research. 5 to 6, good. There's so many sharp people who are attending, who are listening to the class very well. Thank you. So 5 to 6 breaths. So in Vedic scriptures also they say uh, the length of your life is measured by the number of breaths you take. Right? Inherent in that statement is the fact that the longer you breathe, matlab the lesser number of breaths you take a minute, you have so many breaths to live. I mean, they also say, there's a saying that the number of breaths that you take in a life is predetermined, right? So if you use up all the breaths earlier, your lifespan is lesser. If you're using the breath slowly, your lifespan is more. So what do I mean when I say you use up all the breaths earlier? You're breathing more breaths per minute than ideal or than required. What does it mean? What does it mean if you're taking a lot more breaths per minute, maybe 15, 20, 30 breaths per minute? Does it mean you are stressed or relaxed? Yes, we are stressed. When we are stressed, we breathe faster, we breathe shallow, and that has an impact on all the breath organs, all our organs, because all our organs are not getting the right amount of oxygen. When you're breathing slow, when you're calm, when you're relaxed, your breath is slow. Your count of breath is slow, right? Listening to music, watching that wonderful movie, having that wonderful lunch or dinner with your loved ones, not talking, not going through your phones. And your breath pattern also changes if there are youngsters here. If you are spending too much time on Instagram, going through the reels or your YouTube reels, again your breath pattern changes, because every time we do that, we are not conscious of what we are doing. All right. So the second point that we learned yesterday was we're going to do the equal breathing practice in a minute. So it's an equal breathing practice is a practice to allow you to breathe slowly, and then as you get into this breath mindfulness meditation, as you get into this meditation, over time, your breath pattern slows. Deeper meditation, you will not even feel your breath. So we will get there, right? So we learned the practice of equal breathing as a set as a relaxation before getting into meditation. All right. So we will do that. And before that, the second point that we learned was the posture. What is the right posture to sit? Right? So this is the right posture to sit when you are, for people who are new to this breath mindfulness meditation, when you are sitting on a sofa or on a chair or a bed, sorry, or a bed with both your legs up in lotus position. This is how you sit straight with your neck and shoulders straight, with your hands clasped, allowing it to rest on your lap, and then you fold your thighs, fold your legs that way, right? And you can sit on a chair, on a sofa, on a bed, with a little bit of support, but not too much, right? But your back should be straight. And if you're sitting on a chair, you sit like this, again straight, and then hands clasped, allowing to rest on your lap, and then your ankles folded here. We'll talk about why this posture is important later. So why this cross your legs at your ankle, that is all. And there is nothing like, okay, this posture is better or the other posture is not better. The only thing is you need to be comfortable, sitting comfortable. And the second important point is do not bend your back. Do not arch your back like this. Whether you're sitting on a chair, whether you're sitting on a lotus, half lotus position, make sure your back is straight, because there is this natural curvature of our body. The body automatically makes sure you are comfortable if you're sitting like this. This is an unnatural curvature. The body will not, you are going to stress some of your muscles in your shoulder or your lower back. Whereas when you are sitting in the straight position, your pelvis automatically supports the weight of your body and your head if you're keeping all of them in line. All right. And in this posture, you can sit for a long time, contrary to other expectations, right? And then again, you don't need to keep your back muscles stiff. So just sit straight, but you don't need to exert or strain your back muscles or your neck muscles. So and then we also provided some tips in terms of how you can use a pillow, and the ideal position is your knees are lower or at the level of your bottom, and you can use chairs like this or a edge or pillows like this, right, where your knees are lower than the bottom of your seat. All right. So those are the things that we learned yesterday. And we also saw there's going to be 3 phases we're going to dive deep in. And relaxation was more about equal breathing. We'll practice equal breathing. So what is equal breathing? Equal breathing is nothing but you count, you inhale slow and long, and you count for 3 or 4. For beginners, just count till 3 in your mind. And then as soon as the third count is over, you come back, you exhale. Breathe out through your nose for 3 counts, and no holding or retaining your breath. And breathing should be easy, smooth, and long. It's not like that. So it is basically slow, easy, slow out. It'll slowly get into the rhythm. And yesterday we practiced it using a timer. So today we'll dive straight away into the exercise. And then there are some benefits of equal or coherent breathing. As you continue to practice, you will slowly get to that ideal levels for your body. Again, the 5 to 6 is for a super fit ideal body. For each of us, it might be varying different, but the slower, it's better, right? Lesser number of breath is always better, but you don't need to force it. As you continue, as you improve your food habits, as you improve your sleep, as you improve your exercise, as you improve your meditation, your breathing automatically changes. Stress, you remove stress, breathing automatically slows down. So all those things happen, and vice versa also. In this course, we are using the breath to manage our emotions, manage our stress. All right. And today we're going to talk about mindfulness. So the next step, so we looked at the posture, we looked at the mechanics of breathing, the right way to breathe. And today when we're going to talk about the what happens when we breathe, right? So there's a question, how about when exercising we breathe more? Fair enough. When you're exercising, you need more oxygen. So automatically the body, when you're running, you need more oxygen. Automatically body moves on to doing your exercises. It automatically breathes more. So that's all inbuilt. Allow your body to function the natural way without stress, then it will breathe the way it needs to breathe. All right. So let's look at mindfulness. What is mindfulness? So according to the definition of mindfulness, where is the share? So we said breathfulness is nothing but mindfulness of breathing, right? So according to the definition of mindfulness, mindfulness is awareness that arises through paying attention on purpose in the present moment, non-judgmentally. Right? That's a big definition. This is what you will find when you ask Google or when you ask ChatGPT, right? And there's similar definitions on mindfulness. For our practice, we're going to simplify that into this formula of 3 components: attention, awareness, and judgment. Paying attention to whatever we are doing now. I am speaking, I am paying attention, I am moving my hands, I'm very conscious of what I am moving, right? So paying attention to what I am speaking, paying attention to what I am doing. When you are doing nothing, closing your eyes, you're just, what are you doing? You're just breathing. So we're going to pay attention to our breathing. And awareness, we are going to be aware of all the things that are happening in our mind, in our body, right? And then non-judgment, not judging anything. During this meditation practice, whatever we are going to do for half an hour, so you're going to be mindful of breathing. All right, so what happens when we breathe? What happens when we breathe? So number one, there are changes to the breath, right? So the breath changes every moment, every time you breathe. Sometimes you breathe through your left nostril, sometimes you breathe in through your right nostril, and it keeps varying. Sometimes your in breath is longer, sometimes your out breath is longer. You will feel sensations at the entrance to your nose. Sometimes you may not feel. Sometimes you'll observe the movements in your stomach. Sometimes you may not. So it may not in the sense things are happening, but as your level of awareness and attention varies, your breath varies, right? So breath changes every moment. The length of your breath, length of your inhale or exhale between two breaths is never the same. Right? That's why Buddha chose the breath as the vehicle to convey the truth of impermanence. No two breaths are same, and you don't breathe the same way, the same multiple times, right? So breath changes. So one thing is we are always aware of the changes in breathing as we get into meditation. The second element is body. There are changes in your body, right? You feel after a while you'll feel that there is some pain in your back, pain in your shoulders because you're holding things tight, right? So there may be sensations. There may be what is the sensations in your body due to the fan, either due to the fan or due to the absence of a fan. You'll start feeling a little bit of sweat or heat, right? All these are sensations. Some itching somewhere happening. So all these are sensations that happen in the body. And inside your body, your heart is beating, your blood is flowing, your lungs are functioning. All these are happening in your inside your body, right? So there are a lot of things happening in your body. The third thing is there are several things happening in your mind. There are a lot of thoughts coming in. Thoughts about work, thoughts about what I need to do, thoughts about how long the meditation is going to happen, right? So there are things happening. And then because of the thought, a specific thought, you get a sense of a specific emotion in terms of, oh my God, I need to do that. Oh, I forgot to do something yesterday. All those things will come when your mind calms, all those things. And suddenly some childhood memory, some friend that you met, or some incident from childhood, from long ago will come into your memory. What do you do about all this? Changes in breath. Am I breathing right or not? Am I breathing okay or not? Is my illness or issue because of that? The body posture, sensations in the body, and number three, all the things that are happening in your mind. These are all happening every moment as you sit right now, right? What do you do about all that? We do not judge. We do not analyze. We do not think about why is this coming or why is that not coming? Why am I not able to feel my breath here? Right? Nothing. All we do is just sit and observe. Sit and observe whatever is happening in your nose, your breathing, whatever is happening in your body. Okay, I'm feeling pain. It's okay. Let me adjust. If I'm able to bear the pain, it's okay. Otherwise, let me adjust. Become comfortable. Right? And thoughts might come and go, but you'll have to kind of bring your attention back to your breath. So thoughts will come and go, but don't get lost in thoughts. That is why we're going to do guided meditation. I'll keep emphasizing bring your awareness to your breathing, right? So that's what is happening as we what happens when we breathe, movement, sensations, energy flow. So all these keeps happening as we breathe every moment. We keep observing, keep observing, keep observing. That is all, and that has all the magical benefits that we will talk about in the next few sessions. So I want to kind of give an introduction to the breathfulness meditation that we'll practice over the 11 days. So yesterday we learned step one of relaxation. We're going to do that equal coherent breathing. And then today we're going to practice focusing awareness at the nose. I'll talk about it in a minute. And there are a couple of more steps, following and flowing, and then we'll end with appreciation. We'll get it towards the end. I'll just ask you to bring your attention to your heart, and we will express gratitude to whatever is happening, right? And please remember this picture. Every time you breathe, there is a beginning of an in breath, end of an in breath. Observe your normal breathing as you get into meditation, right? Observe your normal, natural breathing. The first 10 minutes, you're going to do conscious breathing, that is equal breathing. You count till three or four and then count your exhale till three. So we'll continue that, do that for 10 minutes. And then I'll ask you to stop your counting, stop your conscious breathing, return your awareness to your normal breathing. Do not change anything about your breathing. Follow the cycle of your breath as you're breathing naturally. For some, it might be shallow, for some, it might be deep. That's okay. Be aware of thoughts, distractions, sensations, Feel the movements and sensations with your breathing, but always bring your attention back to your breathing. And this is what happens every time. You start off in breath, end of in breath, start off out breath, end of out breath, and there is a pause. Don't worry about all this. As your awareness increases, you will be able to find it. We will go step by step. We'll increase our awareness over the next few days, right? So that's what will happen. So today, what you need to do is, for those of you who joined us new, 10 minutes of equal breathing, right? So we will begin, and I'll play some music. I'll continue to guide you. All you need to do is breathe in long. As you breathe in, feel your stomach going out, and then if you want, you can place your hand on your stomach if you want to figure out. And as you breathe in, count in your mind 1, 2, 3, and for some people, if 4 is okay, 4. And then immediately breathe out slow. You should feel your stomach going in, and then you count 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Then immediately breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So breathe in slow, long, breathe out slow, long. No holding your breath at any point. And it should be easy. You don't breathe in like, no, that's not what you're going to do, right? So you're going to just breathe in. No one even knows you're breathing, right? Just make sure your posture is right, your stomach goes up. So it'll all be smooth and easy. So that's what you're going to do for 10 minutes. And then following the 10 minutes, we're going to do 20 minutes or 25 minutes, 20 minutes of observing our breath. What are we going to do? Where are we going to focus our attention? We are going to focus our attention at the entrance to your nostril. Please take a finger and feel the entrance to your nose. So this is the area. This is the area that you're going to feel your breath, right? When you close your eyes, visualize this place, feel this place. So that's where your attention is going to be. And your attention is going to be on the in-breath and out-breath. Today, let's all practice the point here. Some of you might feel the breath there, some of you may not feel the breath there, which is okay, right? Tomorrow we'll expand wherever we are feeling, right? As you are breathing in, just breathe in. So you will be able to, as the air passes through your nose, you'll be able to feel the sensations in the nose, if not here, because air is going through your nostrils and coming out. So as air goes in, there is hair in the nose. There'll be some sensation. There might be sensations here, sensations here. Just keep your attention at your nose. That is all you need to do. Okay, so attention at your nose, awareness of the sensations due to your breathing at your nose. There may be other sensations here, some itching, some pain. Don't worry about it. They're all distractions for today. Just like your thoughts are distraction, any other noise, external noise, internal disturbance are all distractions. The moment you observe the distraction, that's a good point. Bring your attention back to your nose and start observing it. That is all we need to do, right? And so the initial step of meditation is just observing your focus. So we are developing the skill of attention. We're trying to focus. And again, another common issue is when we start focusing, we sometimes strain our head, strain our eyes, and make sure we all focusing out here. No, it has to be easy. Do not keep your forehead relaxed, keep your shoulders relaxed, right? Just observe whatever you're able to observe. If you're not able to observe, you're not able to focus, that is okay. Just observe whatever you're able to do, right? So it has to be the trick to good breath mindfulness meditation is absolutely relaxed posture and not worrying about anything, because you know you are breathing. You are breathing, right? Be confident that you are breathing, right? So only thing is the ability to feel the breath will vary. As we continue the practice, awareness will keeps on increasing. Over time, you will start feeling the breath throughout your body because there is energy flowing throughout your body. You'll feel that. All right. So, all right, my dear friends. So, with that, let's dive into this practice of breath mindfulness meditation. I'll play some music. So, first 10 minutes, we will practice equal breathing, and then the next 20 minutes, we'll practice observing the breath at your nose. All right. So, that's day one for us for practicing meditation. With that, let's get into a comfortable posture. Remove your spectacles for those who are wearing. Close your eyes, clasp your fingers, get into the posture, cool, calm, comfortable, right? And slowly begin breathing in and breathing out equal long. As you breathe in, count, breathe out, count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then observe the movements in your stomach. And after 10 minutes, I will ask you to stop it, and then we'll go into observing the breath at your nose. Feel comfortable, sit in a comfortable posture. Breathe in slow, long, easy, smooth. As you breathe in, count 1, 2, 3, or 4. And as you breathe out, count 1, 2, 3, or 4. Do not pause, do not hold your breath. This is not deep breathing. And as you do that, feel your stomach, the movements in your stomach. As you breathe in, your stomach goes out. As you breathe out, your stomach goes in. Slowly get into a calm state. Just be aware of your breathing. Full focus, full attention on just your slow, long, equal breathing. Nothing else. All other thoughts, all other work items can wait for the next half an hour. Slow, smooth, long inhale. Slow, smooth, long exhale. Make the rhythm easy and comfortable for you. This is the initial step of relaxation. You should feel relaxed. Equal breathing brings your breath, body, and mind into alignment, into coherence. You are aware of your body by being aware of the movements in your stomach. You're keeping your mind occupied or engaged with your counting, and you are breathing consciously, your inhale and exhale. You're allowing your lungs to use its full capacity. Five more minutes of equal, smooth, easy, long breathing. Should feel your body relaxing. Should feel your mind calming down. Should feel the joy of your breath. Be aware of your posture. Be aware of the movements in your stomach as you inhale and exhale. This is the warm-up relaxation phase before we get into our meditation procedure. This allows you to enter the meditation with a calm mind and relaxed body. Wonderful, my dear friends. Now with a relaxed body and a calmer mind, now let's move into the step 1 of breathfulness meditation. Stop your counting. Stop consciously breathing in long and breathing out long. Bring your attention to your nose, to the entrance of your nose, and just observe your normal, natural breathing. You don't do any conscious breathing. You just are aware of what is happening at your nose. Feel the tension at your nose, at the entrance to your nose. Be aware of any sensations due to your in-breath and out-breath. Avoid thoughts, avoid distractions. Your mind will wander. The moment you know it is wandering, bring your attention back to your nose. You need to be like a watchman who watches people entering and going out of a gate or a building. Similarly, you are watching your breath going in and out of your nose. You place your attention at the entrance to your nose, on your upper lip. That's the only point you need to be aware of. Forget your body, forget everything. Keep your forehead relaxed, keep your shoulders relaxed, keep your back relaxed. Keep your head straight. Don't engage in analysis or thought if you're feeling the breath or not. Just observe as a silent witness. Do not let your mind wander. All thoughts can wait for 15 more minutes. All your attention at the entrance to your nose or inside your nose. And feel. When I say observe, it's more about feeling the breath. Observe with your inner eyes what is happening at your nose. And be aware of every in-breath and every out-breath. That is all you need to do. Do not strain yourself. Just simple, easy focus at your nose. Do not strain your eyes. Leave your eyes closed. Don't get distracted by the music or external noises. Just you, your breath, and your nose. Excellent, my dear friends. You're all doing great. Whatever is happening, it is happening right. Feel the joy of attention at one point, your nose. Just 10 more minutes for today. you're getting thoughts, observe your thoughts and bring your attention back to your nose. Any other sensations, any other distractions? The moment you notice, bring your awareness back to your nose. Feel the breath going in and out of your nostrils. Do not change your breathing. Just observe whatever is happening to your breath as you sit in silence, in stillness. If any of you are bothered by thoughts, that's okay. But try bringing your attention back to your nose. Just be with your breath at your nose. Continue to observe your normal, natural breath going in and out of your nose the usual way. All your attention at your nose in a relaxed manner. Last 5 minutes of observing your breath at your nose. Wonderful, my dear friends. Continue to be with your breath. Last 2 minutes of being with your breath at your nose. Wonderful, my dear friends. Now, slowly move your attention from your nose to your heart region. Place your attention in your heart. Continue to be aware of your breathing. Feel grateful. Feel thankful to your breath and your wonderful body. Say thank you to yourself for having given the last 30 minutes to your self-care, to your health, and to your success. Feel the energy of gratitude throughout your body. With that, slowly become aware of your body. Become aware of the room you are in. Slowly place your palms, unclasp your fingers, place your palms on your eyes for a few seconds, and open your eyes gently whenever you are ready. Wonderful. Welcome back after an inward journey into your mind, your body, and your breath. I'm sure a lot of you had different kinds of experiences. How many of you were able to observe your breath at your nose for a decently longer duration of the time? I think we meditated for 20 minutes, before that 10 minutes of equal breathing. You type yes if you feel relaxed, if you feel comfortable observing your breath at your nose, feeling calmer. Wonderful. Few times, very good. And how many of you, mostly first timers, yeah, or people who need more practice, how many of you felt you are constantly being distracted by thoughts, constantly distracted by some sensations or pain in your posture, in your body or externally? Intermittently. How many of you felt distracted, that you couldn't do much? So mostly distracted. Maybe you should type mostly if you have felt a lot more distracted, if you're not able to observe your breath. Mostly. So this is a question, should the gaze or vision be held steady at the point of awareness or elsewhere? No, you're not your eye gaze, but your mental gaze, your point of attention should be at the nose. You don't strain. It's not like there are some meditations that ask you to look at your the point in between your eyebrow. It's not like that. Here, the viewing or the gaze is through your feeling. So that's what is mindfulness about. All right, and then should we focus on stomach in or out, or just breathing only? So for today, for the first couple of days, just let's focus only on the breath, in and out, not on the stomach. Later we'll relax. The next step, we'll get there. All right. So at this time, just observing your breath at your nose is what we need to do. Posture getting disturbed, feeling sleepy, it's all normal. So you can adjust. If you're feeling uncomfortable, you can adjust your posture. Do not open your eyes, continue to be in the same posture, but you can move around. You can just move your legs or move your shoulders, right, in case you get distracted. However, all these distractions, all these thoughts are expected. And there are techniques in from Buddhist practices that allow you to get over those distractions, which is what we will see. There are several techniques. We will see quite a few techniques from tomorrow onwards. So I'll talk about a few techniques, and then you can apply that whenever you get distracted during the meditation. Should both the nostrils be active? I don't know if you have a choice. You can't control both nostrils or one nostril. Ideally, both nostrils, you'll inhale through one nostril and exhale through the other nostril. Which nostril depends on several factors. So you observe it, but your observation maybe you're a lot more aware in one nostril but not the other, which is possible, right? But breath is going in and coming out through either of the nostrils. All right. So with that, we will end the session for today. But any of you have any questions? Anyone wants to ask? I'll ask you to unmute. You can raise your hand, or you can type your questions in the chat window. And before you leave, the exercise for today is, obviously you can try practicing this again. For those of you who are new, please practice two things. Please teach someone. Please observe someone in your family or in your friend circle. How are they breathing? Are they breathing right? Are they doing the right way of breathing? When they are inhaling, breathing out, stomach coming out. When they are exhaling, stomach going in, right? So make sure, teach them the right way of breathing, and teach one other person the equal breathing method. And you can practice along with that person, just like the way I taught you, right? If you want, I'll kind of post the timer video also on the WhatsApp group. For those of you who have not joined the WhatsApp group, please join the WhatsApp group. All right. So any questions? Anyone wants to ask or speak, you can raise the Zoom hand. Otherwise, you can type your question on the chat window. So one question here, while concentrating on breath through nostrils, getting pain in nostrils, is it fine? It is fine. It will go away, right? So because you've not observed it too much, maybe there's some obstruction and things like that. So it will go away. All pains, all distractions, all discomfort will go away through practice, through applying the right techniques that you will learn during this course. So don't worry about it. Please continue to attend. And one more piece of advice and suggestion for the next 11 days, be light on your foot, be light on your distractions. Don't get into too many of mind engaging work if you don't need to, right? Be light. Fasting for your body, be light on your diet. Don't engage in too much of, as much as possible, focus on fresh sattvic food. Avoid all other uh, high calorie, high whatever food, low on prana. And similarly, sleep well, go to sleep early and then wake up early. So all these are needed for you to get into your meditation state, right? Once you do that, once you taste that deeper stillness, you will automatically start letting go of a lot of other stuff. All right, how is this different from Vipassana? Please hold your question, ma'am. We will answer that towards the end of the course, or you will find answers as well. What do we do first? One sec. Meditation, pranayama, or yoga? So pranayama before meditation is always a good idea, because the one that we are doing, the breath meditation, sorry, the equal breathing is almost like pranayama. So you can do breathing, pranayama before meditation. It calms your mind, gets you to a lot more breathing awareness. Then you can do meditation. And yoga you can do any time of the day. You can either, if you're possible to do yoga before, you can do it, or you can do yoga afterwards. The way I do is pretty much I do my meditation first thing in the morning after the initial setup things. And then I go to my exercise and walking much later, after an hour or so. So can you please share a list of sattvic food items which can be eaten? And just search on the web, sir. So I don't know. It's basically all vegetarian food, any freshly cooked vegetarian food, freshly cooked at home vegetarian food is ideally sattvic. Let me leave at that, but let's not go into analysis of what is not and what is just right. Another question, after a few minutes, tip of nose felt bit numb and couldn't feel the breath. What to focus on? Continue to be there. Continue to be there, sir. So you'll again regain awareness of the nose, right? If your tip of your nose or this face feels numb, you can observe any part in your nose. Feel the sensations inside, because breath is going in. Feel the sensations inside, right? So any part of the nose is fine as well. Don't deviate from anywhere else. We'll observe the stomach a bit later. Yoga can we do in afternoon also? I presume yes, you should ask a yoga teacher, but yes, yoga can be done anytime, is what I know. Does the breath get shorter? Yes, it will get shorter as you continue to observe, right? And then as you continue to observe, because you get to an ideal state of breathing for your body. It's not that for everyone you'll get into that 5.5 breaths a minute at some point. It all depends on your body, your weight, your metabolism, rate of metabolism, the kind of food you eat, the kind of thoughts you have. It all depends, but you will feel that relaxation and calmness. It's almost stopping at the end. So it is possible, as long as it is not uncomfortable for you, that's okay. But as we get into deeper states of meditation, we will look at the different states of meditation in a couple of days. So as you get into deeper states, you will not feel your breath. Your breath slows down at some point. Though your metabolic functions continue to happen, you will not feel your breath, right? So in deeper states, that is the deep state of awareness that you will have, deep state of silence that you will have. All right, so no more questions. So as mentioned, your exercises teach or observe or have someone do right breathing. Again, try to avoid mouth breathing, nose breathing. Yesterday we saw how mouth breathing has an impact on the teeth, impact on the facial features, and also has an impact on our night sleep regarding snoring and others. And second thing is teach someone equal breathing and practice along with them. All right. So as we continue to progress tomorrow, again, we'll do the same meditation for a bit longer, 30 minutes of 10 minutes of equal breathing and 25 to 30 minutes of breathing with awareness at our nose. All right. So we are developing the skill of attention. Mindfulness is attention plus awareness plus non-judgment, right? So that's what we are doing. Hand pose, can you please tell about it again? Which hand at top? Doesn't matter, sir. So you just clasp your finger. There is no which hand at the top, and then allow it to rest on your lap. That is all. So it's not like this. So it is like this. So and then you don't need to hold tight. You just fingers into fingers. All right. So with that, my dear friends, we'll close the session for today. I hope it was useful. All distractions will get better, and we're just in day 2. There are 9 more days to go. You will feel a lot better. You will have learned breathing, awareness, attention, and non-judgment much more from now to the day 11. All right. So with that, stay mindful, become aware of your breathing at different points of the day. Have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow morning. Thank you.